Hey everyone, welcome back again, bringing you my first video of 2024, and I'm going to be sharing my top 10 favorite movies of 2023. That's right. Now keep in mind, before we get into this, I didn't get to see all the movies that released in 2023, so there's going to be a lot of movies, potentially great movies that I missed out on. I know Past Lives is one of them. I didn't get to see that. The Iron Claw, I really wanted to see that movie with the Von Erichs, the wrestling drama with Zac Efron. Sadly, I couldn't see it. I was so slammed during the holiday season, but hopefully I get to catch it this weekend. I feel like that movie probably would have made my top 10 list, but fortunately, I didn't get to see it last year, so I'm going to have to see it this year. Anywho, just keep in mind, all opinions are subjective. This is just my personal taste. And I own 5 out of my 10 choices on physical media. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show the 5 that I own on Blu-ray 4K. I'm going to showcase it right here. And then, the ones that I don't own, I'll just put like the movie poster in the center so you know exactly which movie I'm referring to. 2023 was a wonderful year of movies. Lots of great summer blockbusters, indie dramas, you name it. It was also a fantastic year for gaming. That's right, gaming. And if you want to know my opinions on like video games or any movies that come out, make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'll link my Instagram page down below in the description. And I have 2 honorable mentions, just only 2. So let's get started. I do own these 2 honorable mentions. So the first honorable mention, and this might be a controversial pick, but fuck it, I don't care, is Blue Beetle. I really enjoyed this movie. A lot of people, didn't care for this movie. Everybody was just already burned out with the DCEU ending. Nobody cared. Nobody cared to even watch this movie. It didn't do well at the box office. I think it bombed. But it was surprisingly really good. Coming of age superhero origin. I like the actor who plays Miguel in Cobra Kai. He did a fantastic job. The whole cast, everybody was just lovable, and it was just so much fun. And I really did enjoy this. This is probably my favorite DC film that came out in 2023. Sadly, there was like I think 4. We had Shazam: Fury of the Gods, which was so fucking forgettable. I don't remember what happened in that movie. Nor do I care. What else? The Flash was a massive disappointment. That movie split. Either you love it or you hate it. I was in the one majority. I hated it. I didn't like it. And of course, we're not going to talk about Aquaman because that was just a letdown as well. But Blue Beetle shines. Out of all that pile of crap, Blue Beetle, to me, in my opinion, came out on top. Really surprised me. It kind of resembles Iron Man. Of course, Iron Man is a much better movie, but just the powers of Blue Beetle was so cool to see, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, and I know Susan Sarandon was really bad in that movie, but besides that, you can get past that. I think this is a good family comic book superhero movie that you should check out. So that's honorable mention number 1 is Blue Beetle. Honorable mention number 2, another movie that just got shat on. I don't know why, is the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I really enjoyed this. This was amazing to see on the big screen. The animation looked fantastic. I was skeptical about Illumination making a Super Mario Bros. Movie. And of course, the whole controversy with Chris Pratt's voice not sounding like Mario at all. He's like, oh, whoa. It just sounded like Chris Pratt trying to do an Italian accent. It was just weird from the trailer. But it worked out. I really enjoyed it. The animation was stunning. Everybody did a great job. Jack Black as Bowser, just amazing with the Peaches song, like Peaches, 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 I love you, Peaches. just a great time. They're definitely gonna make a sequel. Oh yeah, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong also was a standout. They got to make a sequel, and if they do, I'm gonna be first in line. Just like the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, this one surprised me. Is one of the best video game adaptations in my opinion. And it was just a pleasant surprise. So yeah, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, really enjoyed it. I rewatched it, a few times, and it still holds up. So that's honorable mention number 2. Now we are gonna get into my top 10. So coming in number 10, I don't own this movie, so I'm just gonna put the poster right now. It is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem. Surprised the heck out of me. Like I really like the Ninja Turtles anime series. Back in the day, and also the '90s live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. And after that, I really haven't been a fan of how they portrayed TMNT, the turtles, especially in movie form. The shows are still hold up, but the Michael Bay movies is mainly what I'm talking about. I never liked them. I don't like them till this day. Yeah, so this was just a breath of fresh air. I think Seth Rogen did a great job. I mean, he's the one that spearheaded this animation. And yeah, I know it's more geared towards kids, but I enjoyed the hell out of it. It was great. It was a really unique look. It reminded me of this whole Spider-Verse animation where they just blend, different styles. And yeah, it was a fun time, and I really enjoyed it. And I can't wait to own it on physical media. Hopefully, it goes on sale soon. But yeah, that's one I definitely want to own. So that's my number 10. Number nine. I do own this movie. Probably the most underrated movie of the year that I feel like just flew over people's radar and or under the radar actually, and not a lot of people saw it, but I did, and it was Gran Turismo. I bought the steelbook. This is the Walmart exclusive, with David Harbour, Orlando Bloom. Yeah, this is an interesting take on a video game movie, because technically it is a video game movie. It's based off Gran Turismo, but they do it in a like true life kind of drama way. This actually is a true story, which is interesting. And another selling point about this movie is director Neil Blomkamp, who I'm a big fan of. He hasn't made a movie since Chappie, and which was an okay sci-fi movie, but mainly I know him from District 9 and Elysium, two of my favorite sci-fi movies. Like I was so happy that he's back in the director's chair. I hope he makes more great movies like this. And this is just a great underdog story. I love the racing scenes. And it really got me intrigued to actually pick up Gran Turismo, my first Gran Turismo game, which is Gran Turismo 7. So I did buy that. But yeah, this is a fantastic looking steelbook. And it's just a great, heartfelt, like underdog story. Very inspiring. Look at that. I know they had a 4K steelbook, but I much prefer this steelbook. This steelbook just looks so nice. This is a movie I highly recommend checking out. A lot of people did not see this movie. It came out in August, towards the end of the summer season, and sadly, it just like a lot of people didn't go see it. But you should definitely check it out. If it's on streaming, check it out. It's worth it. So yeah, number 9 is Gran Turismo. Okay, let's see. Number 8. Number 8 is Talk to Me. I'll just put it up here because I don't own it. Talk to Me was a great horror movie by A24. Just came out of nowhere. Another movie that just like came out of nowhere and just surprised the hell out of me. Now, this movie I particularly wasn't even going to check out because I don't like watching demonic possession movies. They're just not my cup of tea. I do watch horror, but that specific genre I just don't care for. But it was done so well. It was done by Raka Raka, these YouTubers who I used to watch back in the day. Used to make the most gnarliest, batshit crazy like stunt videos. Like I don't even know how to describe them. They did like the real life Mortal Kombat fatalities. These YouTubers, and it was so graphic, but it was so awesome at the same time. Those guys. These I think they're Australian, these crazy Aussies, they made one of the best horror movies ever made, Talk to Me, from A24. And A24 is a studio that's either hit or miss for me. This was a surefire hit. Talk to Me was thrilling from beginning to end. I was on the edge of my seat, and it creeped me the hell out. It did its job, and the ending really just stayed with me. It really blew my mind. I was just like, wow. It was like at the end of it, my mind was blown. I was actually left speechless. I was impressed. So Talk to Me comes in at number 8. Just a standout horror movie. Possibly the best horror movie of 2023 of the year. So yeah, that's number 8. Coming in at number 7. Number 7 is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. That's right. Big Tom Cruise fan here. He really delivered. I really enjoyed this story. I still think Fallout is where the franchise peaked, and it's still the best one. But this one was just as fantastic. I think it's possibly my third favorite. I think I would put Fallout number 1. Then I would put Rogue Nation number 2. I really love Rogue Nation. And then number 3 will be Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. The cast was fantastic. I really liked Mantis here as the villain. More so over this guy. This guy I didn't care for. The AI was an intriguing villain. It was just an interesting choice to take the franchise there. And the stunts, Tom Cruise, he's a madman, but he's a brilliant madman. He's a brilliant genius, damn it. You got to pay respect to this guy, Tom Cruise. He's one of the best actors still working today. And he literally puts blood, sweat, and tears into his performances. Just this stunt right here where he just kamikazes off the damn of the mountain slope. And he's like, what? You are insane. I think he did that take like over 20 times. Insane. And I love him for that. He is the man. He's the GOAT. Yeah, I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. Watching it in cinemas, I almost missed out on it. Damn it, I was not going to miss out on a Tom Cruise movie because I am a big Tom Cruise fan. And yeah, I can't wait for Dead Reckoning Part 2. So yeah, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 comes in at number 7. Number 6, another movie that I don't own. It's already out, and I should have owned it, but whatever. I'll just wait for a sale. It's going to go on sale soon. And I want the 4K because the 4K, I want to see it in 4K, is The Creator. Number 6 is The Creator. Another underrated movie, flew under the radar. Not a lot of people saw it. And the ones that did, sorry, can't even fucking talk today, was be all that alcohol, consumption from New Year's Eve, I think. Whatever. Trying to make excuses. I'm not editing this. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, The Creator, a lot of people said they didn't like it. It kind of fell apart on the third act. Blah, 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 blah. I heard all the criticisms, and honestly, I don't understand it. I don't get it because I was just hooked from beginning to end. I thought it told an amazing story. The visuals were on point. They were just stunning to look at. I think this is probably my favorite John David Washington's role that he ever done. Because I didn't really find him that intriguing in Tenet. I didn't care for him. This movie, though, he really showed his acting chops, in my opinion. I know some people said he came off stale. One, in this movie, I don't think so. I think he really delivered. The child actor, especially, wow, just an amazing performance. Everybody did an amazing job in this movie. Ken Watanabe was great to see. And yeah, I was just captivated. The visuals and then the story and just how it all came together. And I really did like the third act. I like that, the third act didn't waste no time. It just got to the point and it ended where it was supposed to end. And it was amazing. And I'm glad I caught this. The last week it was in theaters. Because this came out in September. And then I saw it almost towards I actually saw it in November. The beginning of November, I saw The Creator, which is insane that it stayed in theaters that long. But yeah, Gareth Edwards, director of 2014 Godzilla and Rogue, what was it called? Star Wars, a Rogue Story, Rogue One. Star Wars Rogue One. Same director. He did a fantastic job, and I hope he makes more movies like this. Yeah, so The Creator is number 6. That movie next to Gran Turismo is one of the most underrated movies of 2023. And I highly recommend people watch it. And I think it just came out on Netflix or somewhere. I'm pretty sure it came out somewhere on streaming, so definitely watch it. Okay, so now the top 5 is about to get spicy. The top 5. And out of the top 5, I do own 4 of these movies, so I'm in physical media. So, kicking off the top 5, number 5 is Oppenheimer. That's right. Oppenheimer, not Barbenheimer. Get Barbie out of here. No one cares about Barbie. I sure as hell didn't care for Barbie. Whatever. Some people do, but it is what it is. And I did go see double. I did the double feature, the whole Barbenheimer hype. I think I saw Barbie first. Was so meh about it. I mean, it's not a bad movie. I didn't care for it, honestly. It's funny because the whole running joke about the Barbie movie is, he's just Ken, and Ryan Gosling's Ken is the standout. Even though, they're just like, oh yeah, but he's just Ken, whatever. Fuck Ken. I'm like, yeah, but he's the reason why Barbie is so awesome. Just saying. Anywho, let's talk about Oppenheimer. Christopher Nolan's magnus opus, possibly the best film he's ever made. I know that's, up for debate. Even though I still think The Dark Knight is number one, obviously because of my Batman bias, which is fine. But there's no denying, Oppenheimer is one of the greatest movies ever made. Just on a technical level, just amazing. One of the best movies of the century. Hey, definitely that. Is a 3-hour biopic. Like a lot of people can't do a 3-hour biopic. Just ask my wife because she fell asleep when we watched this in IMAX. And I figured she would because, that's not her cup of tea. But it was for me. I was just enthralled from beginning to end. The cast is just outstanding. One of the best castings. I mean, you got a lot of people in this movie. Even Gary Oldman shows up. He plays President Truman. Unbelievable. I even saw Josh Hartnett. You got Florence Pugh in it. She's casted. Robert Downey Jr. was a standout. Oh my God. This movie is going to get all the Oscar nominations. It's probably going to get all the Oscar wins. I said wings. Who wants some hot wings? I can't talk today. I swear. My throat is dry. I'm going to have to drink some water after this. I don't care. We're still going. Anywho, Cillian Murphy, Best Actor nomination. I already know. Matt Damon was actually really good. He had some of the standout funny scenes. And I mean, I was just captivated. I was just like blown away. The sound design, just like when they did that Trinity test with the first atom bomb, holy crap. Like that was just intense. This movie was just amazing, and it was even more amazing experiencing it on IMAX. I'm glad that I did. Drove out of my way to see it on the biggest IMAX screen I possibly could. And I finally own it. I just recently got this on a sale. So I got it on 4K. I remember this sold out. When it first came out, it sold out. That's insane. And it made over $1 billion in the box office. I mean, damn. If they don't give Christopher Nolan the Oscar for Best Director, we're gonna riot. That's it. We're gonna go off like the bomb in the movie. So Oppenheimer, number 5. Probably wondering, what on earth can top Oppenheimer? Again, this is my list, and number 4 coming in is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Yes. This movie, oh my God, the animation, what? Just absolutely amazing. Just holy crap. Like, I was just stunned. I was in a daze with the story, the animation, the characters, the continuation of Miles Morales. So amazing. And I love that they expanded on Spider-Gwen's character as well. Miguel O'Hara, we got, Spider-Man 2099. Oscar Isaac killed it as that character. And the Spot is just probably one of the most underrated villains. And holy crap. The way it ends, I know a lot of people did not like it because of the cliffhanger. I get it. It is what it is. That's probably my only negative is I knew it was going to be a part 1. But damn, it just left you wanting more. And that's a positive to me. If a movie leaves you wanting more, it did something right. So, yeah, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, just amazing. It definitely should win Best, Animation of the Year, because it is. It was just unbelievable. So that's number 4. What beat out Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse? This may be a hot take, but I don't care. It's my top 10, damn it. Number 3 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Is my number 3. For a while, this was number 2, number 1. It was teetering on that. Eventually, it took the number 3 spot. Absolutely love this. The best MCU movie that came out in 2023. Easily. Quantumania sucked ass. I do not like that movie. I know a few people do. Too bad. I thought it was trash. Just a shit way to open up Phase 5. And the Marvel was decent. You know, it wasn't like the greatest. Wasn't the worst. I know a lot of people absolutely hated the Marvels. I had a fun time with it. That's like a 7 out of 10 movie for me. Even though the villain was just trash. The villain was super weak in the Marvels. But Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, damn it. This movie did everything right. It ended the trilogy on a satisfying note. I loved what James Gunn did. I loved that he was able to send these characters off into the sunset. It was just beautiful. It was funny. It was heart-wrenching, heartwarming. The villain, the High Evolutionary, my God, the most despicable villain I've seen in any comic book. Next to the Joker. I mean, he's probably he's worse than Thanos. He's one of the worst MCU villains. Like, that guy was truly despicable. You hated his guts. Everything he put Rocket through. Rocket's origin story was just so tragic. This movie had me crying. I was in fucking tears. I was bawling like a baby. I didn't think this movie could do that. But it just shows how much care James Gunn has for these characters. And they all shine. Nebula shines. Everybody. Even James Gunn's brother. He had a great moment with Yondu. Even that moment teared me up. Cosmo the dog. Love Cosmo. Groot. What he said at the end was great. Just everything was almost absolutely perfect about this movie. It's my favorite Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I don't give a shit. It is. I know there's some haters of this movie. Fuck off. I don't care. Hate all you want. This movie was amazing. I loved it from beginning to end. And I will always love this movie unapologetically. Yeah. So, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 comes in at number 3. Yeah. So, there you go. And my number 2. This was number 3, but it just edges out Guardians. Just because there's just so much going on in this movie, I had to give the number 2 spot. And that is John Wick Chapter 4. That's right. The 4th John Wick movie is the best John Wick movie. Holy crap. Keanu Reeves. Love the Steelbook, by the way. Yeah. Thinking I'm taking that number 2 spot. That's right, damn it. You certainly did. And speaking of John Wick, I got an action figure right here. Yeah, Baba Yaga. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. We're just going to put you right here in front of a big Funko Pop Spider-Man, So yeah, John Wick Chapter 4. Oh my God, this movie is amazing. The action sequences, the set pieces, the fights, everything about the movie. Keanu just being Keanu. I know he had minimal dialogue in the movie, but it works. It freaking works, okay? All you got to do is just have him kick ass, and that's what he does. That's what he does best. And it's freaking amazing. What else is there to say? And I hope they don't make a 5th movie with Keanu. I really hope they just let his character rest. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. John Wick deserves a rest, damn it. The way they wrapped up his story. And Donnie Yen was a standout. One of the, best antagonists, because he's not really a villain. Everything just comes full circle about the Continental, all of that. Rest in peace, Lance Reddick. And this movie, it takes the number 2 spot because it holds a special place in my heart because it's one of my dad's favorite action movie franchises. We make it like tradition to go see John Wick together. He doesn't go out to see many movies, health-wise, he's not in the best shape. So that's why, but yeah, that's why it almost took the number 1 spot. I thought about giving it to number one, but another movie took that spot. A movie I did not expect. But either way, John Wick Chapter 4, number 2. My second favorite movie of the year. Just absolutely amazing. Just a kick-ass movie. And what a way to end the John Wick franchise if they decide to end it. And they should, I think. So yeah, that's my number 2. We'll put John Wick back over here. There we go. And my number 1, I don't own it yet. This movie came out late. I saw it in December, beginning December. And it was just, if you've seen a lot of top 10 movie lists, you already know. You probably have an idea what this movie is. And it's insane that this movie is number 1. Because if you would have told me at the beginning of 2023, hey, this movie is going to end up being your number 1 movie of the year, I would have been like, you're out of your goddamn mind. What kind of bath salts are you sniffing? What? You're insane. There's no way. And it's Godzilla Minus One. Godzilla Minus One, the biggest surprise in cinema history, I think. Take it from somebody that's not even the biggest Godzilla fan. I'm just a casual. I never watched the Gamera, old Godzilla Toho. I never watched those Godzilla movies. I know of them. Never had the urge to watch them. Boy, let me tell you something. After seeing this movie, I do want to watch all of them now. Because, oh my God, this movie is a cinematic masterpiece. People need to watch this movie. Run to the damn theater and experience this mind-blowing movie. I was just like, whatever about the Godzilla American franchise, with Godzilla versus Kong, all that. They're just throwaway popcorn movies at best. I never would have gave it the benefit of the doubt that, oh yeah, a Godzilla movie can be impactful. It can be, emotionally moving. It can have something to say, and it did all that. I like, what? I was just riveted from beginning to end. Just the story of this kamikaze pilot it's set after World War II. Japan is just recuperating. Just his story, the human characters. I never thought I would give a shit about any human characters in a Godzilla movie. Ever. And this movie did it. This movie just did an amazing job making me actually care, getting me emotionally invested in these characters that every time Godzilla showed up to wreck wreck Japan, I was nervous as shit. I was like at the edge of my seat. Like, it was like Jaws. Seriously. Like, holy crap. I do not want any of these characters to die. I care about them. I was just super invested in their lives. Super invested in the main character. Just absolutely amazing. Just it needed to take the number 1 spot. Because it's one of those rare things. Because, in social media, we know about every movie, especially those blockbuster movies. We built up so much hype, so much expectations. There was zero hype, zero expectations. I went completely blind. I just started seeing word of mouth on social media. Hey, this Godzilla movie is really good. It's a 10 out of 10. And I just so happened to have the weekend freed up for me. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take my boo to go see Godzilla Minus One. Fuck it, Yeah, and I don't mind a foreign film. I love Korean cinema. I've watched Parasite. I watched Old Boy. And I was just completely blown away. It exceeded every expectation I had. Just the first act, the second act, and then that mind-blowing third act. Everything just builds up to this crescendo of epicness. It's just amazing. The visuals amazing. This movie cost between 50 million to 20 million, and it looks 100 times better than any $300 million blockbuster like fucking Fast X. Unbelievable garbage they waste so much fucking money on, and it's absolute trash. And then you get movies like seriously, at this point, just give the Godzilla franchise to Toho or whoever is in charge of this studio that made this Godzilla Minus One, this masterpiece. honestly. And Hollywood needs to take notes and make more movies like this. Seriously. But yeah, that's my number one. Godzilla Minus One, just a banger. The best movie, in my opinion, of 2023. And I know a lot of people that saw it share the same sentiment. Yeah, so there you have it. And I'm definitely going to own it on 4K when it comes out. I hope a nice steelbook or collectible comes out of it, because I'm definitely going to cop that. So there you have it. That's my top 10 of 2023. All right, thanks for watching. There you have the rest of them right there. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, a like if you enjoyed it. Make sure you check out my Instagram. Like I said, I'll link it in the description down below. Follow me on Instagram for movie and video game content. And yeah, Happy New Year. Hope this 2024 New Year is the best year for all of us. We shall see. And I'll catch you guys as always in the next one.